Hey, what's up, guys? Turner here, and we're back with a brand new Rostermania video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series. Um, we're gonna go with something a little bit different today. I hope you guys have been just like hyped for Black Ops 4 because I think it's gonna be a great year, and I think that we need every single person's support, not only just for me, but for the players in general, for teams. Just make this esport bigger, make everyone around us bigger, and I think that's the goal. That's always been the goal. And I think that Treyarch is going to do a great job at doing that and growing the scene as a whole. And I think that you guys will be more involved next year than you ever have been. So definitely take the chance to pay attention to people's content and just enjoy and grow and just kind of stick with your passion if this is your passion. But anyway, sorry for the little rant at the beginning of the video. Just kind of felt like explaining that I did think next year will be a big year. But on to the main topic of the video. We're going to be talking about Clayster and his potential Rostermania moves before, obviously, all these teams got announced. So it would have been interesting to see Clayster on maybe a Luminosity as a second AR for them. Obviously, this is all just not rumors, but just stuff that I've been thinking about for Clayster going to another team if he were to have went to another team. So he could have joined 100 Thieves. I did hear he was a part of the rich guy, the mystery org owner that we kind of talked about in these past few videos. I did hear that he was a part of that plan, so that would have been interesting to see. Maybe a Slasher, maybe a Clayster, a John. Maybe you get a Gunless, and you don't even have to have a great fifth. I mean, that's just a great core, and that would definitely propel that team a long ways. So talking about the team that he's on right now, I do think that he will stay on E United. I don't see him leaving. I don't see them letting him leave just because of the social media presence that he has, and obviously just his experience in the scene. He's a veteran. You're not gonna let a guy like this go for cheap, or even at all. Honestly, I wouldn't let him go if I was an org owner. But I think that he'll be a key part in E United next year. I think that he'll have a great core of guys around him if they decide to keep the roster that they have right now. Of Felony, which is Clayster's duo almost now. Arcides, Pristini, and the fifth potentially looking like it'll probably be a Beezy if FaZe doesn't pick him up. So I mean that could be a scary roster with who. It doesn't even matter who you have as that fifth player, as long as they can kind of get over that hump and Clayster can lead them over the hump of choking games, because they had a really bad habit of that last year, and I know he's touched on that quite a few times. But if he can, sort of just lead these guys, direct these guys, I think that Clayster will be a huge key in United success, and they might even win some tournaments next year, which would be really cool to see Clayster back on top. Obviously, in previous years, he's played phenomenal. I think it's kind of crazy that he hasn't won, and I think it was like 1,000 days. That's just crazy to think about that. He hasn't won in that long, especially with the talent that he has. You would think that maybe he would have landed on a top tier roster. I'm not saying United isn't, but you would think that maybe he'd land on maybe a 100 Thieves maybe. Obviously they have Octane Slasher, so that's kind of out of the question now. Do you think he would have landed on a team like that? Potentially even Splice. I mean, he probably would have fit there pretty well just with his leadership and stuff. Obviously, with them having Looney now and stuff, though, that would probably throw that out the window. But just kind of surprised that he didn't make a move in this offseason. Not saying that he didn't try to, but it's just kind of surprising that he's still on the same team, given that they haven't had much success in the past together. I don't think they've won an event together, which is honestly kind of shocking. Just in terms of the players that are on that roster, you think of Pristini, you think of Fellow, you think of those two aggressive subs complement each other very well. You think of Arcides, the superstar, and you think of Clayster, the vocal leader, the captain of the team. He has a ring. He's won multiple events. It's just kind of crazy to see him stay on one of these teams that he might not necessarily have the greatest teammates, but they are decent teammates, and they're still not winning events, which is really surprising to me. But so those are the only teams I think that he maybe could have went to. Maybe if EG decides to stick around, maybe Clayster joins them, forms a better roster, he'd still be picking from leftovers, but it could have been a place for him to go, and that's definitely something to touch on. You never know if maybe he teams up with some people out of the region. I don't really know who that would be. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Sorry to cut it short. It's not really much to talk on just because he hasn't moved much, but I thought it'd be interesting to kind of, he is a fan favorite, so something we got to talk about, and kind of just interested to see what he'll do next year and how great his team will be, because they do have a high ceiling. But I did make a video about this, or like this, on Karma. You guys seem to really enjoy that, so if you guys want me to start making more videos like this, where I just talk about maybe where they could have went, and just maybe their accomplishments in the past, just let me know in the comments. Make sure to drop a like. If we get 10 likes on this video, I will upload another one of these videos very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching until the end of the video. You guys are the greatest. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Tony. Peace.